Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today you need to take out 2 sheets of paper. You need to take out your comparative and concept prompts, and you need to take out the 4 essays that are due today. You need 2 blank sheets of paper. You need your comparative and your concept. You need concept and compare. Let's talk about your homework for tonight to make sure everyone knows exactly what is up. Tonight, you have SAT tomorrow, so I'm not going to see you tomorrow. Okay? Even if I do see you, we're going to pretend like we don't know each other. So you'll be able to sit in here, because I don't know what the schedule is, honestly. I have no idea. So, if I do see you, you're just going to sit in here and plan. Tomorrow, for homework, that's due on Thursday, your last day of writing week. You owe me concept 10 and 12. I would number them if they're not numbered. I can't remember if they are or not. 10 and 12 are your 2 concept questions. 10 and 12. And then for comparative, you have 2 and number 8. Those are your last essays of the week. Is everyone clear on that? Now, raise your hand if you are actually sitting and taking the SAT tomorrow. Okay, if you're one of those lucky few, I would get your essays done tonight because tomorrow you're going to be completely fried. Is everyone clear on that? Or at least get some done. Just because you don't have a ton to do for tomorrow, I wouldn't delay. All right, take out your blank sheets of paper. Let's go. Here's your argument 1 rubric. Let's go. Remember, once you get to content paragraph, it's the same thing 3 times. So once you do it once, you can just copy off your sheet of paper. It's the same thing every time. Marcus, what are you doing? Well, let's get the rubric done there, boss. Because that also takes time. As soon as you get your content paragraph done. What? What about it? Please? Yes, which is what I've said 400 times. Sorry. Okay, I'm putting up quantitative number 3. So content paragraph is the same thing over and over again. So you should all be writing content paragraph. If you haven't finished it, you're just doing it 3 times. Here's quantitative number 3. You should be coloring. You've got about 40 seconds. Okay, here we go. What I would like you to do is put your quantitative number 3 essay underneath your quantitative number 3 rubric. Put your argument number 1 essay underneath your argument 1 rubric and hand it to someone. We're putting both in the same pile. I saw you try to do it to 2 different people and you couldn't handle it. So we're just going to give all of our essays to one person. That was really hard earlier. You are wasting your time. You have 4 essays due on Thursday. I'm trying to get us to the planning park. And y'all are just sitting here fist bumping each other over trading essays. Well, I mean, it's a 0 out of 42. So, cool. And you will not be able to make that one up. Absolutely not. Not a shot. Here we go. All right. Your argument number 1 was, let's do quantitative. Let's do argumentative. Where are my prompts? Oh, here we go. Argument number 1. Use one or more of the following course concepts. Develop an argument as to whether having direct election strengthens the authority and stability of the non-democratic regime. So here we go. In their thesis, they should have restated their prompt. They have to use at least one from the list and any 2 correct concepts. Go through and score their thesis. Go. Is that you, Chris? Are you grading nothing? No, I know. So you are grading nothing. Is that correct? Okay. So just write zeros and write 42 at the bottom. What is that? Yeah, so scored all zeros. All right, here we go. Who here has a good thesis? The faster you go, the faster I'm going to help you plan your essay. So let's keep things moving here. Eve.
Direct elections, despite being implemented with non-democratic regimes, serve as an amplifier for leaders' authority in the nation's legitimacy, fostering political participation and competition between political parties, consolidating the government leaders for a long time.
Interesting. Some of those don't seem like they're going to work out well for them, but that's okay. All right, here we go. We are going to content paragraph 1. They should restate the prompt. Okay, they have to explain how the concept answers the prompt. So if they pick, say, competition, which happens to be the first thing, they have to explain what it is. Then they have to define the concept. They have to explain their answer of whatever they put. If they put legitimacy, they have to explain what legitimacy is and then define it, giving it a scenario. Applies the concept correctly to a country. So in China, legitimacy, whatever, provides economic evidence. Okay, so they have to give me specifics and they have to tie it back up. So begin reading and go. Okay, anyone here have a good first paragraph? I'll wait. All right, what do you got? Viola. I like it. Very nice. Whose is it? Katie. Very well done. Very nice. All right, let's go to content paragraph 2, please. Remember, they have to explain how the concept answers the prompt. Then they have to define the concept. Go. You should be coloring in your essay. If your essay has no colors on it, then you're doing something wrong. Okay, looks on the line. Okay, who here has a good one for 2? What do you got, Tori?
Having direct elections does not strengthen the authority or stability of non-democratic regimes because of political participation. Political participation is when citizens are actively involved in the political scene through actions like voting. In Iran, people vote for the president. People vote for them. In the 2009 election, there was suspicion that the election was fraudulent and thus began the Green Movement. The Green Movement was a protest for people who were upset with the rigged election and demanded more democracy. This challenged the authority of the state, and protests were therefore violently shut down, and all protesters were tried in revolutionary court. This created instability and challenged the government's authority.
Oh, great. Okay, the only thing is they didn't tie it back. They didn't tie it back. But that's the only thing. All right, good. Let's go to content paragraph 3. Oh my God, guys, have we learned things this year? Wild, wild. Here we go. Content paragraph 3, please. Okay, who here has a good one? No one has a good one? I'm fine sitting in the awkwardness. I'm perfectly fine. I can go get my book over there. I'm 100 pages out from the end, and I honestly don't know how it's going to end. Fingers crossed that he picks Pippa. Not this, Kitsy is awful. Anyway, I'll wait. My tea is good too, so I got plenty of time. I already talked to Viola. I'm a high school history teacher. I can deal with awkward, so I'm happy to sit here and just stew in it and just wait for y'all to catch up. Haven't I already talked to you, Eve? Okay, let's go, Eve.
Direct elections strengthen the authority and stability of non-democratic regimes in Iran. Iran has no political parties because it is an authoritarian state that
know if they did a great job answering the question. They put in a lot of facts. So I would take off some points on applies the concept correctly. I would take off 2 points for that because I don't think it was super great on that. It wasn't particularly clear. All right, here we go. You are going to come up with a grand total out of 42. Grand total out of 42. All right, then take out your other essay. Take out your other essay. All right, quantitative number 3. Here we go. This is what it looks like. Using the data in the graph, describe a trend in the data to the extent of censorship in the media in China. Explain a possible reason for the trend. So begin reading their answers. Make sure you're reading their essay, not their planning here, people. All right, here we go. What do we got for an answer? Who has a good one? What do you got, Megan?
A trend in the data for the extent of censorship in the media in China is that it increases from 1990 to 1995 and then steadily declines from 1995 to 2015. Possible reason for this is with the Tiananmen Square in 1989. There was a violent incident within a protest and the government had to remove it from the internet to prevent retaliation from the people.
I don't like their... You can give them a 1 on the explaining why this trend applies to... Because, like, their reason why... They don't want more protests, not because it was, you know, like their answer is kind of wah. All right, fine. B, using the data on the graph in your... Nope. Using the data on the graph and your knowledge of AP comparative government and politics, draw a conclusion about how censorship in the media impacts political culture in China. Political culture in China. Go. Are they answering the right question?
Yeah, I just make sure they restate it.
All right, who's got a good one? All right, Ellie.
Censorship of the media in China decreases the levels of democracy and the levels of legitimacy because there is no criticism of the government allowed, since the government monitors all actions. There are those who have strong criticism of the government will be jailed. This changes the political culture for people and results in more open criticism.
There you go. All right. All right, C. Explain why government censorship of the media in China differs from government censorship in the media of Mexico. You need to know, if they say anything how Mexico is more oppressive of the media, it's wrong. Everything they say is wrong. Yes, China's the worst, one of the worst countries in the world for it. Yes, they're the worst country we study for it. So if anyone says Mexico is worse, then give them a 0 for everything except the restate. Because there's no coming back from that. All right, go ahead, read their answer of how media is censored in Mexico and China. They should be giving you an example of Mexico. Okay, who here has a good one? I already talked to Eve. I already talked to Viola. Ellie. Oh, I already talked to Ellie. What do you got? Estella?
China and Mexico censorship of the media differs. China's an authoritarian regime doing entire censorship gives us the ability to censor whatever we choose to benefit Chinese Communist Party. In Mexico, the regime is democratic. If there are any democratic, it still has some corruptions. So there is censorship. Unlike China, our group controls censor instead of a party. The cartel. Under the PRI, the reason is the reason of censorship, not a party or business secret.
Fine. They should have tied it back to the prompt a little bit better, but that's not on this rubric. Never mind. Give them a 1. I don't think they did a great job explaining Mexico versus a 2. All right. So what you're going to do is create a grand total out of 18. You're going to write 2 pieces of positive feedback, 1 piece of constructive criticism. You are now going to start stapling your essays. Every person is stapling 2 essays. So if you've got a stapler, Rinkus, next to you, look around. If you have a stapler, you better be using it. Liam, staple and pass. Luke, you are stapling both essays separately. Do not staple them together. Each essay gets its own staple. You have a stapler on your desk. You better be using it. Let's go. Viola, let's go. You should be writing down 2 pieces of positive feedback, 1 piece of constructive criticism. So everyone should be stapling. Let's go. Okay. When I say go, you're going to go talk to your person and give them their essays. Go. Tell them their feedback. Go. Andrew, who's your person? Why didn't you have it? Why? Okay, cool. Well, then I don't have time to grade up your makeup work. So, perfect. So, accept the 0, and that's how it'll go. Dude, come on, man. 3. Did you write the rubrics? Okay, and did you turn them in? Okay, we'll turn them in. So I can just hand them right to me, darling. I will happily take them. You're going to sit there and pretend and do all of this? That's shady as hell, man. Come on. All right, here we go. Pass your graded rubrics, please. Pass your graded rubrics. So the ones with all the color, pass them to, let's go, Haley. Okay, pass them to Haley. All of your graded ones. Let's go. Oliver is collecting all of your non-graded essays. You should have 2 coming in. You should have 2 coming in. All right, pull out your concept. Concept and compare essay prompts. You guys took your sweet time grading these essays, so I don't know how much time you're going to have. Last class, we hustled. We got through a bunch of planning. So you guys took your sweet time today. So I doubt we're gonna have much time. All right. Do you want to work on concept or do you want to work on compare? Compare. All right. Take out your comparisons, please. Do you want to work on 2 or 8? Raise your hand if you want comparative 2. Raise your hand if you want comparative 8. 2 wins. Compare. Number 2. Here we go. Compare how global economic forces influence policies in 2 different AP comparative government and politics course countries. If in your response, you should do the following: A, define economic globalization. B, explain how state membership in an international economic organization has influenced economic policies in 2 different AP courses countries. And C, explain why each of the 2 AP comparative course countries described in B would choose to state membership in an international economic organization. Ooh. The Air Force is having a big day today. All right, here we go. What is economic globalization? Oh, we're keeping the streak alive. No participation, so we're going to waste a lot of time. I already talked to Eve. Chris?
Economic globalization is like when a country's economy expands to other countries and allows like trade in between them.
When a country becomes active amongst the world economy and participates in a major way that shapes their own economy. Okay, there you go. That's all it asked for A. B, explain how state membership in an international economic organization has influenced economic policies in 2 different. Keep in mind, the 2 countries we list in B, we also have to talk about in C, so we got to feel pretty confident about it. I already talked to Eve. What do you got, Bronson?
You could talk about like Mexico in NAFTA with the US and Canada.
Hold on, let me look real quickly. State membership, international economic, there you go. Mexico, NAFTA. It's Mexico, US, and Canada. Okay, explain how a state membership in international has influenced economic policies. So what are some economic policies that is influenced being in NAFTA? By the way, Eve's annoyed that you people aren't raising your hand answering these questions. Patrick. Well, dude, speak to me in full sentences.
Like the factories in the north between NAFTA, which is the proximity to the US, so you can trade.
Okay, economic policies is the building of maquiladoras. In the north. Okay, influenced economic policies. What is another thing in the north? What else do they do? And heavy investment into factory building. There we go. All right, what's another country? Megan?
Talk about in China how foreign direct investment brought like other countries building factories, which is cheaper.
China. And you can't talk about foreign direct investment without saying something else, though. There you go. Specialized. What are they? Special economic zones. Okay. Economic policy. What What would be the economic policy here? Hold on. No, this doesn't score. It's not an economic organization. Yeah, it doesn't score. Now, you could take it a different way and try to argue your way through it, but... Open your notebook, people. You're sitting there looking at me. Mikhail. Hold on, speak up a little louder. Nigerian what? OPEC? I'll take it. OPEC. And what is what is OPEC, Mikhail? Oil producing. Sorry, I couldn't figure out how to spell producing. Oil producing and exporting countries. And who leads it? By Saudi Arabia. I'm really having a tough day spelling today. Okay, and what is the economic policy that comes out of this? I already talked to Viola today. Colin.
There was foreign direct investment from other nations investment in national
Kind of. You're starting to quiet as you're getting to the important stuff. What, Colin?
There was multinational corporations that start building buildings inside of the Nigerian.
All right. Economic policy is foreign investors are brought in to drill, right? You drill for oil? Yep, drill for oil in the Niger River Delta. Losing some profits for manufacturing costs. All right. See. Explain why 2 AP course countries described in B would choose membership in an international organization. All right, so tell me about Mexico. Why would Mexico? Chris.
Because wouldn't have they been a rentier state without the maquiladoras?
Oh, okay. Mexico is no longer a rentier state due to the expansion of manufacturing under NAFTA. Okay, we just need a nice little vocab. What's the name of the gas company? Pemex. Good. That's a good one, Chris. All right, Nigeria. Why would Nigeria choose a state membership in an international economic organization? Luke?
Because they are rentiers.
I think you need to do better than that. It's not a bad answer, but it's not a good one either. Ronson?
It's because they're not as developed, so it's difficult for them to drill the oil out themselves, so that's why they need the foreign people to come and do it for them.
It doesn't answer the OPEC stuff, because that's the focus, correct? That's the focus. It doesn't tie back to OPEC. Yes, Eve?
Because they need it for the international trade so they can make profits.
If you can give me a little bit more specific, I'd accept it, but no. It's only second period. Anything else you can add? Viola?
Right before I get to how Nigeria's opening the African
No, that doesn't tie anything. We could change the country if we don't know the answer. Guys, what's the benefit of dealing with OPEC? What, Viola? They're not in charge of it. Nigeria's nowhere near in charge of it. Nigeria is one of the smaller producing countries, so they don't really have an influence. Ash?
They participate in, like, setting the oil price.
There you go. We can lean into that. Okay, so what's the benefit, Ash?
So, like, your economy's more stable.
As a rentier nation, dependent on oil. The oil prices being stabilized by the Saudis allow oil being stabilized by the Saudis / limitations on drilling allow Nigeria to gain wealth but have restrictions to the benefit of their future. There you go. Bye. That was painful. Second period. All around. Just painful. Yeah. No. Not good. Bye.